This rod, the Fenwick Aetos 9-foot 5-weight. Get in there, right down on the grass. It's a nice fucking rod. I've been casting with the Orvis Helios 2 9-foot 5-weight tip flex. I'm sorry, Aetos. I know it falls down. It's such a drama queen, though. The Aetos is a nice rod. I can't remember which line I have on here. It's either the Rio Gold or it's the Weight Forward Scientific Anglers. And from what I've read, the Rio Gold is a little bit light, or closer to the normal weight. The Scientific Anglers Weight Forward GPX, I think it's now called the MPX. They changed that line. It runs heavier, so you know they recommend on this rod, even on the Yellowstone 5-weight shootout, they recommend on this one the MPX or GPX, and they also recommend that fly line on the Helios 2 from Orvis. Now, I was reading on the Helios 2 especially, if you don't have that heavier line, you're going to need to be a strong caster. Not a strong caster, but you need to have your basics and fundamentals down to a T to be able to get that line, especially at shorter lengths and distances, right? You're shooting 20, 40 feet. It's a little bit harder to get it out. And I didn't really experience that until just today. You know, my Helios was here. I've been fishing with it for a little while. My Aetos was in the shop because I fell on it on a drift boat. Okay. Fenwick helped me out. They got this rod repaired and sent back to me. Man, I tell you, I missed this more than I knew. It's a little worse for wear. This is the first rod that I caught a fish on a fly rod. Man, this is the bomb. But what I really want to tell you is that the Fenwick Aetos, whatever this line is, you know me, I'll go buy another line and try it out. I've been using this one in the grass for a while, so I need to get something new anyways. I'll probably grab the MPX or GPX, get something a little heavier, or a Rio Gold and go up a weight. I don't know. But this rod, casting this line of weight is fantastic. It's phenomenal, right? Like 20 feet, 40 feet. I could probably go down to 60 or more. You know, I'm not a long distance caster by any means, but this thing feels really clean and good to cast at these medium lengths, you know. Give a shout out to Gary Borger and his son Jason Borger. Gary Borger's presentation book, I highly recommend. If you have anybody or know anybody that has it, or check your library, or if you're willing to drop some coin on it, it's anywhere from $50, $60, $100 online. I was lucky I got mine for about $50 on from a library sale. But that book really breaks down your fundamentals of casting, especially if you're new, you know, or you have some bad habits from fishing for a long time. You know, if you're swinging too wide, or you're fishing from a weak, or casting from a weak position, you're going to have a harder time casting. So Jason Borger expounded on that in his book, One-Handed Fly Casting. He might have some signed copies left still on his website, but he really breaks down the modules of casting, and he gets into some crazy stuff like 3D casting and stuff like that. I got through most of the basic casting portion and reading it, and it definitely helped me. But the biggest thing that helped me was this, videotaping and showing my casting presentation and seeing what exactly I'm doing with my rod. Let me give you an example here, right? So let's pull this in. Should have done this before. So I have this line marked. They recommend pulling out about 2 lengths of line. And that includes your tippet. I'm sorry, that's not including your tippet. And they recommend starting with that. I think I just snapped off my dummy fly. I gotta find it. at some point. I'll find it later. But anyways, a little too quick on that whip. Anywho, they recommend starting out with double the length of your rod in line. That's about the standard for each rod. And you want to cast out with just nice and easy, just as easy as you can. And just see where it feels good. That feels nice. It just comes out. And you want to be really easy. Just come up. Whoa. Feels nice. Now once you do that, you're going to pull out about a foot or two of line at a time. And you do that until your cast starts to feel labored. And once it feels labored, you want to back it off about a half a foot at a time until you feel comfortable again. And then what you do is you mark your line, showing where that comfort zone is. Give that a shot. Keep it easy. Tight lines, my friend. GoPro, stop recording.